Welcome back, everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML image maps. And we are on the image map areas. The area we are talking about today is poly, which means polygon. The shape polygon. The shape poly. The shape attribute used to will contain poly. Anytime we want to specify polygon, anything polygon. The poly contains several coordinate points, which creates a shape formed with straight lines, which is a polygon. This can be used to create any shape. That is, you are trying to specify any shape that is beyond triangle, rectangle, circle. If you want to create any shape that is much plenty, like plenty shape, you want to have plenty shape that you don't even know the name, you can use poly. That's where polygon comes from. Polygon can be used to create any shape you want. Like it may be a crescent shape. I'll show you this crescent shape. I will show you. So how can we make the crescent in the image below become a clickable link? Let me show you the crescent. This is what we call in crescent. You see, this thing, we want it to be clickable. You know, this thing is having different shape. So the shape of this thing now, you want to make it clickable. So let me now show you how we can make it clickable. We have to find the x and y coordinates for all edges of the crescent. I want you to understand this very well. Like this, the x and y, the x and y, the x and y, the x and y, 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 x and y is axis of all the angles. I've told you earlier about how we can get the x and y of any point. So the polygon also let you know that x and y is for the point, the point that you want to specify in your image. Like now, let me give you an example very well so you can understand. In the image, in this complete image, from this angle here to this place is 140, which is the x. From this top here to this place is what? Is 121. I want you to understand. That is again, from this angle here to this place is 181. As you can see, can you see the 181 here? And from this angle here to this place is 116. I want you to notice very well. Again, from this angle here to this place is 128, and from this angle here to down to this place is 147. Anybody following me? I want you guys to understand this very well. That's why I'm bringing this topic in this manner, because I don't want you to feel like you are just learning, you don't know what you are learning. You should know what you are learning. That's how you can get to know everything when you are going further, because we are coming from the beginners to the advanced level. So I have to be showing you the deep things that you have to know. So again, the same thing comes to this place. This 191 here, you can see very well, from this edge here reach this place here in the picture is 191. So from here straight down to the bottom here is 270, which is this. And the same thing goes here. From here to here is 140. From there, from up here reach this 329. It's also the same thing. So that's how you specify the angles, all the angles. Like this one now, from here to here is 40. From here to straight down here is 259. Same thing goes to this one. Same thing goes here also. From here to here is 50, and from here reach straight down here is 352. If you don't know how to specify x and y very well, I hope from this tutorial you can get the point on how to get your x and y coordinates. This is x and y values. You can see x, y, x, y, x, y. I told you earlier that from left to right, anything from left to right is your x, anything from top to bottom is your y. So I want you to get the point from here now. So that's how it goes. So I will now demonstrate it for you. The coordinates comes in pairs. One of the x axis and the one of the y axis. Example, we want to use the poly attribute that we want to draw anything polygon. So we have to use the area. The area tag. Inside the area tag, we use the shape attribute along with poly value. When we use the poly value, we use quotes. When we use quotes, then we are going to do what? We are going to put 140, 121. This one means x and y. This one means x and y, x and y. All this x and y. So none of this stands alone. So as you can see, all these things you are seeing here, none of it stands alone. They are all x and y coordinates. Like just imagine 140, 121. Let's take 204, 160. The 204, 160 is here, as you can see. So let me show you how it works in the in a reasonable example, so you can get to see the scope. Firstly, you should know that this is the area that becomes clickable, and it will send the user to the page constraint.html. This one will send the user to the page constraint. Anytime user click this thing now, if they click this place, if they don't click, if they click all these areas here, nothing will happen. Or if they click this constraint, something will happen. It will take them to another page. So that is the scope behind it. So I will now show you how it works reasonably now. Let's go back to our document. This is where we stop in the other format tutorial. We don't know how we got to this place also. You can watch some of our former tutorial to get to know about this very well, because I have shown in that tutorial, I show you how to mark this one, and this one. Also, and also in our former tutorial also, I've shown you how to mark this with an application. But today I'm not going to show you how to mark it with an application. So the application I show you how to mark it with an application in the other tutorial. How to mark this with an application. I've showed you guys how to mark it with an application. So if you don't know how I use an application to mark it, you can watch one tutorial before this one, our previous tutorial, like 1 and 2, the second tutorial, no, the third tutorial before this one. So you can watch it where I specify this rectangle here. You can check the tutorial on how I discuss deeply about the application, on how you can use it to find the coordinates. So because today right now I'm not going to use the application to show you how I got the coordinates of the cross rent again. So you can go and watch the former tutorial on it. So quickly, let me comment this out. We don't know how we can comment something. I've discussed about the comment also. You can watch our tutorial, our beginners tutorial from the beginner. We are coming to advanced. So I will comment this out so it can disappear because I'm not using this image today. So as I'm not using the image today, I'm going to unlock another image that I put here, the cross-rate image. I've already put it here. So let me save it. Let's reload. Can you see the cross-rate image is there already, as you can see. So it's very nice. You see, it's not clickable yet. It's not what clickable yet. So as it's not clickable yet, I'm going to show you how you can make it clickable. All these are not useful for it. They are not. You can comment this out. Comment this one as well. No, let me use constraint only for constraint. Price rate. So what are we going to do? Here we have already put the image on the board. Can you see? This is our image that we want to specify the coordinates. So now let's specify the coordinates quickly. So what did we discuss on the map? We are going to use the map tag, along with what? Along with shape. Let me use it like this because we are still beginners. On the advanced level, I'll be doing it in that manner. So when you use the map tag, you are going to use what? The cross rate. So the croissant, yeah, the croissant. So the croissant is there. So now inside the croissant, we are going to do something again. We are going to put the area. The area we want to specify is just only one area. The area also have brought us all these tags. If you don't know how we automatically generate all these tags, you can watch our former tutorials because that's where I discuss about all these things. So by watching all our former tutorials, you get to know how I got all this. I'm not doing something magic here. So this is just for all the people that have been following me from the start. So it's just the benefit of coming from the beginning. So what am I going to specify here? I'm going to specify the poly value. So now let's reload our document. Maybe something will happen. You see, nothing is happening here yet. When we click it, nothing is happening. So again, let's specify the URS first. The cross rent. Maybe it will take us to somewhere. Can you see? It's not taking us to anywhere. It's not taking us to anywhere. Despite the fact that we specify the URL. Let's specify the ART attribute also. Maybe it will do something. Reload it. You see, it's not doing anything again. But now for us to let it do something, we have to put the quotes, which is the coordinate. So now let's put our coordinate there so we can see how it works. Firstly, we have already have our coordinate that we want to use. I'll come back to our document here because I don't want to start doing this myself. So I just copy all these courses I'm having here. I'm not going to do anything tricky here. I'll just put it here. As you can see, I'll put it there. Let me press tab so you can see it clearly. Can you see? And this is our href and also all that. So let me save it so you can see what will happen. Can you see this place is clickable now? When we move our handouts away, you see it's not clickable again. It's not clickable again, as you can see. But here, when you click here now, it will take you to crossing. You see, it takes us to crossing.html. Croissant, 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 croissant. As you can see, take us there. As you can see. So that's what I want us to understand. It take us to somewhere that we want it to take us to, because we have specified what we have specified the image and the page here that will take us to the croissant .html. Hey, I hope you guys understand this tutorial today. I don't want us to get too long on this tutorial because if I start specifying the value one by one, it will get some people tired, and you can easily watch this in our former tutorial. For those that have been following me, that's why I quickly copy and paste, because I don't want us to take too long on it. I've already did this before, so I hope everybody have known the benefit of using image maps in HTML. So this is anytime you want to use the image map, you have to specify the use map. The use map attribute is going to have a name. After it have a value, the value is going to have hashtag. Then when you will now create the map. The map is going to have a name. The name is going to have crossing, and the same name that you are having here. All this I've discussed about it in our former tutorial. I will want you to go and watch it, so for you to understand this very well. Once again, my name is Anwar Akorede Ayofe. I wish to see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.